First today, the man nominated to be Donald Trump's Secretary of State has backed claims that Russia was behind the US election hacks. Rex Tillerson has faced a Senate hearing in Washington where he's been grilled on foreign policy issues before a vote to confirm or reject his nomination. Senators on both sides are nervous about his appointment, given his background and close ties to Russia. Anne Barker reports.
As a former chairman of ExxonMobil, Rex Tillerson was known to have close ties to Russian President Vladimir Putin. Indeed, in 2013 he was given the Russian Order of Friendship Award. But now, as the likely next Secretary of State, he's echoed concerns at Moscow's growing aggression.
Russia today poses a danger. It has invaded the Ukraine, including the taking of Crimea, and supported Syrian forces that brutally violate the laws of war.
It wasn't enough for Republican Senator Marco Rubio.
Let me ask you this question. Is Vladimir Putin a war criminal?
I would not use that term.
Nevertheless, at a Senate confirmation hearing in Washington, Rex Tillerson said he supported continuing sanctions against Russia, and under questioning from Senator Rubio, he backed claims that Russia had interfered in the recent election.
You've engaged in significant business activities in Russia, so I'm sure you're aware that very few things of a major proportion happen in that country without Vladimir Putin's permission. So I ask, based on your views of Russian politics and your experience, is it possible for something like this involving the United States elections to have happened without Vladimir Putin knowing about it and authorizing it?
I think that's a fair assumption.
But Rex Tillerson blamed the Obama administration for allowing Russia's resurgence and said the US should have taken a more robust stance when Russia annexed Crimea.
It was in the absence of American leadership that this door was left open and unintended signals were sent. We backtracked on commitments we made to allies. We sent weak or mixed signals with red lines that turned into green lights. We did not recognize that Russia does not think like we do.
Mr. Tillerson also hit out at China, labelling its decision to seize areas in the South China Sea as illegal and accused it of stealing American intellectual property.
China has proven a willingness to act with abandon in the pursuit of its own goals, which at times has put it in conflict with American interest.
Much of Rex Tillerson's testimony jars with statements from Donald Trump, and Republicans and Democrats have voiced alarm at his nomination, given his relations with Russia and lack of experience in government. Asked how he would recalibrate his priorities as Secretary of State, Mr. Tillerson said,
"My pivot now, if confirmed to be Secretary of State, will have one mission only, and that is to represent the interest of the American people."
Rex Tillerson's appointment is still far from assured. With only a narrow Republican majority in the Senate, it would take only a few Republicans to vote against him and derail his nomination.
Anne Barker reporting.